PitchHub saved me. I was put in an odd situation in that 5 weeks prior to last Thursday, I received a call that another consultant, someone I just know in the industry, was unfortunately going to pass away that week.
Oh my God.
And that consultant was to give a lecture at York University's dental MBA program last Thursday. So due to the unfortunate circumstance, I was asked to fill in, but I had to write a 3-hour lecture. I had an overly full abundance of clients last month, and I had to learn it. And 5 days before, I realized I was either going to have to read it while I was looking at the screen or find a teleprompting program. So that's when I was on Zoom and I was trying to figure out how I could split screen my speech, but split screen it so that I could read it and still have some eye contact. And I saw the little apps on the Zoom while I was trying to figure this out. I saw the apps thing, and that's where PitchHub came up. And so I watched your videos, I looked through your videos. It seemed like it would be simple enough for me to figure out. You gave lots of great hints about bringing the script up right under the screen. Because it was 3 hours long and there was some conversation during it, I was able to not put it on any speed and just scroll through it as I was prepared to go scroll through it, because I was off script a lot too. So it made it perfect. I got the recording back on Friday to share with the school. And I thought, oh my gosh, I wonder, because they said it wasn't going to show, but maybe when it got recorded, it was going to show. So I kind of gingerly opened up the recording, and there was no script on the screen. So I felt comfortable passing it on.
Tell anybody, could you tell you were reading it or anything?
No, when I rewatched, like when I didn't rewatch the whole thing, but you couldn't tell that I was reading it because I was first of all, the picture that they saw me on was only this big because I had a slide presentation going. So I didn't, you couldn't tell that I was reading because it was a picture this big. I practiced with my assistant in the afternoon, and I said to her, I put my slideshow up, and I said, I want to read it, and I want to make sure you can't tell I'm reading it or tell me what I need to do to look less like I'm reading it. And she goes, Cindy, your picture's like this big beside the slideshow. No one, like, you can't see that you're reading. And then that made me feel confident. I was no longer worried that someone was going to think that I was reading it, because I was only reading something that wide. So my eyes weren't going back and forth and back and forth. And it all worked.
That's great. That's so cool to hear. I was nervous because I saw your email came in that previous Saturday, and you said, like, I got this. Thank you for the tip. I think we just talked about something real quick. And then I knew your lecture was coming. And so I was nervous for you, just not hoping that, because it's a new app, right? It's a new app on the Zoom marketplace. So
right.
I was nervous that, was there a hiccup or did it not do this or that? So
no,
I was excited to hear.
It worked perfectly. And I have to say, I'm not technology hampered, but I'm not really technology forward, especially if I'm feeling a little bit stressed, which I was on that Saturday. I just wanted someone to tell me how to make it work. And you answered me on a Saturday, that was really a big help to me. Yeah. That even though I figured it out in between, you had done it. And the videos were not bad in helping me figure it out. Yeah. So someone who's probably, less stressed than I was that day would have no problem making it work. In fact, I'm writing.
So tell me really quick about your business, because, I want to use this
Okay, so
testimonial, but I want to know about your business so we can share this with
so
folks.
I own Benchmark Practice Management Consulting, which nobody knows what that means, and that's okay. I consult in a very niche market for dental practices. So I'm a dental practice management consultant. And so I go into dental practices and I do an extremely wide range of services for them. Generally, I help with transitions, either someone buying or someone selling, and making the transition for the patients and the staff better. I help underperforming practices do better, and I help practices start up, making sure they have the right systems in place.
Easy peasy. That's great. And you've been doing it for quite some time. What's your story and how do you got into this?
Oh, 30 odd years ago, I started off working in a dental office with no experience at all. Became the office manager, stayed there until the practice sold. I went with the new company. I was an operations manager for 2 years for them for 4 dental offices. Didn't love that. And I was headhunted by a consultant that had been in the original office that I worked in, that she was looking for a new consultant. I worked with her for 4 years, learning what I needed to learn, kind of. Then she retired and I opened up my own business. So
Yeah, just good old hard work and experience, right?
yeah, yeah. And I love what I do. Like when I'm with my clients, I'm really passionate about it. And that really comes across to the clients. It comes across to the team, because I need to work with the team as well as I do the dentist or the owner. And it comes across. I really love what I do. I'm available to my teams basically 24/7. And so if something comes up between my visits, then I'm there to answer their questions.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you just taking the time to do this. And teamwork makes the dream work. So we're happy to hear, from you again, if you have any other requests or you're trying to do more with
I
it.
will.
So I appreciate it. Thank you.
I will. If I try to make some, I post on social media twice a week. So it might be a component that I decide to throw in a video to my social media instead of just writing content all the time.
Yeah.
So may have some questions later for you if I get to that point.
Well, we have a video editing service attached to our platform. So that just intro yourself that you gave, which was just about your practice and why you love
Right.
what you do. I mean, that in itself is another video that we will give to you and cut
Okay.
for
Thank
you.
you.
So you just have that separate and you can put that out there
Okay.
on social media. LinkedIn is a great platform, and obviously
Oh,
you
good.
and all these places. So hopefully you
Well,
get to use it.
if anyone ever has not a question how to use it, because I probably use it at its most basic level, but if anyone's ever unsure, I'm happy to give a reference for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, take care,
All
Andrew.
right, you too. Bye now.
Okay, have a good day. Bye.